Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well out there. Wanted to just share a couple channel messages so you might see different videos with the same scene. I'm running some errands today and I felt called while I wait for my appointment to record a quick message. You know, there's been a lot coming through. I just want to be clear, you know, if you're new here, I'm a psychic medium, I'm a channeler. I've been channeling since before it became cool. Literally before anyone started mentioning channeling publicly, this is when I started channeling. I had no idea where the word even came from. My guides started bringing things into my reality. Both my parents are gifted for background, and you know, maybe I will record a video on my background, you know, how I became a psychic medium. That might be on YouTube, but if you guys aren't following me on YouTube, you can find me at Door to Value. Otherwise, I'm on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Door to Value, same handle. So I don't force collective messages to come through. You're going to find people on this journey who are guided to post a video every week or post a video every XYZ, whatever time frequency. I go by what is happening in my reality with what my guides are encouraging me to share with you all. So with that included comes these channel messages. And I've been very, you know, guided and directed to focus on my 3D world because that's where I'm being guided to be focusing on. You know, I have soul contracts in place and there's timing and sort of a time and place for everything, if you will. So I want to share a quick message here about entitlement and ego. You know, there's a lot of every day, because there's different waves of humanity, different collectives of humanity, you're going to find, you know, same kind of messages with different waves, you know, maybe 2 years down the line or 4 years down the line, for example. And it really depends on our people awakening, right? Our people awakening to what they need to awaken to. And here it's important to mention, with these channeled messages, we are bringing messages for specific collectives. So the messages might not always resonate, but what I was receiving actually was about the ego. Okay, the ego. Now, the ego is something that we all have. It's a part of our experience on the earth. You know, you take the higher self, which is that unconditional loving version of you beyond the fifth dimension, can reside in the fifth dimension, but it's beyond the fifth dimension, that has no judgment, only wants the best for you, is only connected to help you get to the highest and best timeline for your journey while you're alive on earth. Now the ego is meant to help you with your lesson, like peace. So that part is more so connected to, you know, the lower density. So being on the 3D, right? We have 3D, which is earth. You can think of it like solid, liquid, and gas, if you will. So what you learned in your elementary school, middle school science class, this is pretty much what 3D is. It's the solid. 5D and above, it's the gas. Okay, so it becomes a little bit more ethereal at that place. But on the 3D, on the earth plane, we have our ego that's attached to us. And with this comes the need for us to kind of coexist with our ego, meaning that sometimes a situation will come up, as you guys might know, and your ego comes forward. You might not recognize that it's your ego coming forward, but a situation comes up in your reality and there's this defense mode that comes up, wanting to prove something. And that can be due to a lot of things. Our ego is more of a protective measure in our 3D world. It's there to help protect us. And so sometimes we have to learn more about ourselves so we know when there's a situation that comes up in our reality. Could be anything, even as simple as a conversation with a stranger or someone that you know and love. Is your ego, you know, the way that you're responding basically in that scenario, coming through from a place of ego, meaning to protect you, or is it coming through from a place of your, you know, your higher self, which is the version of you that is not responding, or rather not reacting, but rather responding. So there's a difference, right? And your ego is more of the reactionary energy, and we can coexist with it, obviously, because we are naturally in this human experience. It's a part of us. You can think of the ego as the brain, if you will. And then of course the other side of that is the so to speak, the higher self. So just some of those messages coming through here, you know, there's going to be a big wave of the you know, collective on the earth, and I'm specifically being told the masculine collective here. Just a quick pause. Also, I am feeling Archangel Sandalphon with me here right now as I channel this, who is one of my spirit guides, so that makes sense. So who else? Okay, Raphael as well. So you know, Archangel Raphael will come through every now and then. Not my closest spirit guide, but definitely one of the angels that I obviously look up to, is here to protect humanity and the earth. So yeah, so with the ego situation here, there is a wave of humanity, and Archangel Sandalphon is specifying specifically the masculine collective, but this will go with anyone. You don't have to identify with a particular masculine or feminine energy. These are energies, these are not genders. Those are two different things, just to be clear, right? We only have estrogen and testosterone in our brains, and in our bodies. So those are the only two energies, okay? The genders is something else. So just want to be clear about that. But the masculine energy is really something that's coming through as needing to release the ego, whereas the feminine energy is something that's needing to come through right now. As yeah, there might be some feminine energies, okay, that will be guided to release their ego, meaning it's not like you're going to forgo it for the rest of your life, because it's a part of this experience, but it's more so, okay, I'm hearing a humbling. So there's a pretty big wave of people that are alive on the planet who have a massive ego, and their ego is needing to be crumbled right now, and humbled, because it's almost like preventing them from, you know, basically going to the next step in life. And so this is crucial. This is something that we need to be mindful and aware of. This is something that we need to just recognize about ourselves. You know, are we in a position as a collective? You know, this message is specific for a specific wave, but it could be for anyone. So just please take what resonates. You know, are you needing to you know, are you finding yourself in a position where you're getting into consistent arguments with people? And I'm also hearing getting into consistent arguments with people, but it's also arguments that are there's no solution being made, and maybe you are trying to find a solution, but other people are not. Okay, then those are the people that need to release their ego here. So yeah, it's just something to be mindful of, you guys. And we need to make sure at the same time that you know, when you try to compare your financial wealth by demeaning other people with how much money you have, which, by the way, I'm here to just notify you guys, you know, money is a fleeting thing. So any one of us could be humbled at any point in time. We could lose it all. I know really wealthy people who have lost it all and then built themselves back up. Okay, so it's really important to humble ourselves now, and this goes for everyone, obviously, but the specific collective is going to be humbled, because there's been something where they've sort of tried to push out their frequency in a way that is comparative, that is sort of demeaning. It's a really interesting message coming through, and Spirit just does not have, there's no time for that. I'm sorry. So those people are going to be humbled. I do hear some people are going to lose their job and assets. Okay, so I'm hearing that this particular wave who has tried to egoically challenge other people, whether someone they personally know, someone they've had a falling out with in family, I'm hearing, but also strangers, comparing their wealth, saying, I will do this, you know, I'm better than you, you know, basically like all these just ugly, they're very ugly, you know, like an ew is what I'm getting around that energy, that is pushing people down to make yourself look better just because you have a certain physical material thing. You know, those people, unfortunately, they are going to lose a lot, but I am hearing an asset specifically. You know, another thing is people that are not necessarily allowing themselves to open their heart space, and they're using their wealth to create this facade about their personality and who they are. Very interesting message here. I'm not sure who that could relate to, that they're going to be humbled as well. Yeah, I'm just hearing someone is going to lose a lot of money here, and some people are going to lose assets, and maybe even, unfortunately, family members is what I'm hearing. I hope not, you know, but we all have a time, right? But some deaths, and people dying is not because of your ego, just want to specify, but the energy is sometimes something's happened to wake us up, you know, just like the way that the year 2020 brought humanity 2020 vision, so to speak, to wake up to the larger aspect of life in their own personal journey, but also in the world with the whole human population. A lot of egos were crumbled then. People were humbled then because people lost things, right, that they needed, their material things. But I am seeing something, and family members as well, and also the people that lost family members due to, you know, this man-made virus, you know, because it is man-made, let's just call it out like it is, which started in the US, okay? And I have family members who are personally close with people who did the research on this virus in 2020 in the US before it even ended up in China. So I just want to specify that for you guys. But there's a huge crumbling coming through. I'm just seeing a tower. It's really interesting because they're actually showing me the Empire State Building crumbling right now. So, you know, I hope that's not the case, but that's basically this tower moment. It's like the tarot card, the tower card, and that's what this means. The tower is now crashing, and what we are seeing in this moment is that, you know, people are going to be humbled. They're going to lose their assets. They're going to lose money. People who have just allowed themselves to create this false reality based on their material world. And there's nothing wrong with money, you know. Personally, I like to spend money on nice things, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Like, this is what is happening, and everything is always happening for you. Please keep in mind about that, not to you. But there is definitely going to be a humbling of the ego here. And I do also, I want to just say really quickly, I see this also happening with some celebrities who also have money. Even though their wealth is not going to go away, they're going to have a humbling, something that they really wanted. I'm hearing is, I'm seeing a specific, this is a very interesting, who is this rapper? It's not A$AP Rocky, but it's someone else. Okay, I'm seeing a specific rapper with like really, really large braids and dreads. It's almost like braids to dread style. Anyway, so I don't know who this is, but I am seeing celebrities that are still going to go through the same thing. So it's going to affect everyone who needs to have this energy come to them, which is the humbling energy. So there are waves on the earth that will be humbled in the next, I'm hearing 2 to 3 days. Additionally, in the next 2 to 3 months. Okay, that's the time frame that I'm getting, and this is ongoing. So another wave could experience this in the next few years. Yeah, there's a time and place for everything, and you know, if people are not going to treat others with equality and respect, a lot of fear coming up for this. Okay, so my throat chakra is being affected right now, but I just want to say, yeah, there's a lot of fear coming up around this frequency, and it is what it is. I mean, we have to deal with it as a collective. So you know, where one person falls, it's like a domino, others will too, but you know, the dominoes can always be set back up. So kind of sporadic, you guys. I have a couple more messages that will come through. You know, we'll see. I will post for you guys, but as I'm filming this right now, it's actually 11:11 a.m. I wish I could like rotate this to show you. I don't know if you could see it. 11:11 a.m. So yeah, you guys, I will let you know if I have more channel messages for you all, and I mean, I will today for sure, but that was kind of just what's going through. It's really weird and random. I don't know who that message relates to. Just want to remind you, if you've been that type of person recently who has pretty much tried to use your money to put down other people, or felt that you're better than everyone else because of your money, I'm afraid to say that you are going to be humbled in the next, well, I'm hearing 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 months, and there's mercy I'm hearing for everyone, but you know, we have to be mindful of the way that we treat other people, because money is fleeting. You know, it's like money is fleeting. It can get taken away from you in any moment, any period, point in second of time, and the thing is, you know, is that all you have to offer is just your money? You don't have anything else to offer besides your personality and like kindness, compassion? Because if that's the only thing you have to offer, you're going to always experience like really shitty people around your life, and also just like people that are materialistic, who don't care about you or your well-being. And that's what I'm called, you know, a midlife crisis, when people experience that midlife crisis that we learned about, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut it off here. I have a 15-minute time mark on Instagram, but I will post another message for you guys. And if you want to book a psychic reading, you can do so in the link in my bio. I will never email you at all. You can only book through my calendar, just period. Okay? Love and light, guys. Take care.